Hi, friends, it's Queen Alita. I'm back today with a prophetic message from the Lord. It's based on a dream that I had this morning, a very powerful dream. And I know this word is going to bless whoever this message is for. So I want to welcome you back to the channel. If you are new, you're most welcome. And I just want to give a quick disclaimer, especially if you're new. It's important to note that not every prophetic message is meant for you. So even if I'm sharing it here, just because you clicked on the video, doesn't mean that it's definitely meant for you. You have to take it back to the Lord and ask Him to give you the confirmation that you need, because sometimes we may get excited and we think that this is resonating in our spirit. Meanwhile, the spirit is like, no. So just make sure that the Lord really, truly is speaking to you today. And I know that for some of you, this will be confirmation, which is great. But if you have any questions, please don't ask me. Take them to the Lord. It's really about that relationship. It's about you having a relationship with Him and being able to hear His voice for yourself. All right. So let's get into the message. I think today is going to be a short video, but I just wanted to share with you guys today because, I woke up from this dream and I just, I was like amazed at what God showed me. And as you all know, I don't share the dreams here anymore because of just the shift, the way the channel has been shifted by the Lord. So I'll jump straight to the message. What the Lord was showing me through this dream is that for whoever this is for, you are going to start to notice that certain things that you thought were either, I don't want to say dead, you kind of have an idea that this is something that the Lord has promised you, but it's been stagnant. It hasn't been moving. Some of these things look like they're concluded, they're finished, like there's no getting into it. But you're going to start to notice that that has changed, that something has shifted. You're going to see, for some of you, you're going to see someone in your life, or you're at least going to have knowledge about someone in your life that they've shifted from some kind of dead place, from a place where they were held back and just living in deadness, with other spiritually dead people. So you will see, or at least the Lord will give you indication of a shifting that's happened. And there is I sense that the Lord wants you to be prepared for what's about to come your way, because that's one scenario. What I just mentioned is one scenario, because what you're going to see is that everything, sorry, there was a beep that just interrupted me. Everything that you were supposed to do, everything that was supposed to be birthed through you, things that you had no idea about, things that you didn't even know the Lord wanted this to come out of you. Things that should have happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, things that, so some of these things you didn't even know that you're supposed to do or supposed to receive. These were blessings that you didn't even know God had in store for you. Some of these blessings, you saw them come to fruition, but they were taken away, or it got cut short, or some door was closed and it meant the end of the thing. In some other scenarios, you're just going to be surprised. Let me put it this way. You're going to be so surprised at the amount of things that the Lord wanted to birth through you. So some of these things you were not even able to bring forth. You were not able to bring them to pass because of the blockages, because of witchcraft, because of just the enemy trying to steal, to kill, and to destroy, because of the plans of the enemy against your life. And the Lord is going to reveal to you everything, every single blessing that He has for you, that He had. So what I saw was that a lot of these blessings were things that should have started or should have happened a long time ago. You should have received them already, but you weren't able to. But the Lord wants you to know that all is not lost. Like, you are getting all of those things back. Some of it is getting it back, and some of these blessings, because you are not even able to get started on these things, you're going to get them anew, so they're going to be new to you. But in terms of when you should have had them, it's like 10 years, 15 years, you should have already been moving with this thing, and growing in whatever that gifting is, whatever that blessing is. So this is this is really big. This is going to be big. It's going to be overwhelming when you see how God is going to bless you. Like I said, these are blessings that were meant for you from the very beginning. They were meant for you from the foundation of the earth. When God created you, he tied you to these blessings. And obviously the enemy has tried everything that he could to stop you from getting them. But you're getting all of them back. He's restoring everything to you. It is going to be beautiful. And, it's almost like these blessings are going to be easily accessible, and they're going to be easy to move forward with. You won't have to struggle. And I get a sense that some of these are relationships that were cut off years ago, that the enemy tried to he tried to divide you from people in your life that the Lord had put in your life for a specific reason, for long-term purposes, or for whatever the purpose was. And I got a sense that you will those relationships will be easy. The reconnection will be so easy. There will be a desire from the other party to want to be in relationship with you, whatever that relationship is. This is going to be big. The Lord is restoring you on levels that you've never seen before. He's going to do something in your life that you have never experienced before. It is going to be beyond everything that you've ever seen in your life. Your life may have had or felt like it had a certain like ceiling, like you just can't get past this. Once you get to this point, it always feels like something just comes and blocks it. But the Lord has released you. He's released all your blessings, and you're going to experience life in a way that you've never experienced it before. And I really am very excited for everybody who this word is for, because it was just so overwhelming, the beauty in that dream, everything that was restored, And the Lord led me to Job chapter 42, which I'll read quickly for you. But it's Job 42 verse 12 up until the end. I think that's verse 17. So it reads as follows. So the Lord blessed Job in the second half of his life, even more than in the beginning. For now he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 teams of oxen, and 1,000 female donkeys. Verse 13, he also gave Job 7 more sons and 3 more daughters. Verse 14. He named his first daughter Jemima, the second Kezia, and the third Karen Hapuk. Verse 15, in all the land no women were as lovely as the daughters of Job, and their father put them into his will along with their brothers. Verse 16, Job lived 140 years after that, living to see 4 generations of his children and grandchildren. Verse 17, then he died, an old man who had lived a long, full life. That last verse stood out. It stood out when I read this scripture before, and it's standing out again now, even just based on how the dream went. You are going to live a long and satisfying life because of the abundance that the Lord is bringing into your life. Jesus says that he came that we may have life, but not just life in abundance. And it also, I think it's in Psalm 91 that talks about, that he'll satisfy us with long life, and we'll see the salvation of the Lord. So you are going to enjoy everything that God has in store for you. He's going to replenish your life. He is going to, for those of you who I'm thinking just even of barrenness, just being barren, barrenness in especially like physically, like women who have been wanting to have children. You've been married for a long time and you haven't been able to give birth. You've been to doctors, you have tried everything, you've taken the natural route, you've taken, everything that you could do, you've tried, and still you were not able to sustain a pregnancy, or you were not able to even fall pregnant. Even with that, the Lord is going to restore your womb. He's going to restore the fruit of your womb. You are going to have children. And obviously, that is not for everybody, that is specific to ever the Lord is speaking to. That word that I just shared is going to be confirmation. God would have already spoken to you about this. And for some of you, it's prodigal sons and daughters, um prodigal spouses, spouses that just couldn't handle um a life with the Lord. You were living, serving, and worshiping the Lord, and they just couldn't handle it. But the Lord is restoring even that, especially if that is a God ordained marriage. Just so much. This is going to be overwhelming. Like I said, your life will never be the same again. It will be like, I can't even describe what it'll be like, because you haven't experienced it. It's going to be beyond every expectation that you've had, because your expectations have been limited because of your experiences, but the Lord is going to bless you beyond measure. Okay, so that is the message for today. I pray that it's blessed whoever it's for. I will see you all in the next video. Always remember that God is a good Father. He loves you so much, because you, my friends, are so deeply special to Him.